Alrighty, in this lesson, we're going to start the process of getting a little deeper with the notes on the fretboard. But what we're going to do is we're going to learn them on the low E string and the low A to start. We'll learn the other strings later, which are important, but if we know these two strings, we can get away with a lot of things with our bar chords. So keep that in mind. And then, if you know the low E, you'll by happenstance learn the first string as well, because the first string down here and the low E, they're the same note. They're both E's. So you'll see what I'm saying in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn every note just on this one string up to the 12th fret, because when we go to 13, it just starts over again. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. But okay, so obviously if we play our open low string, we get E. So we all know that. So we'll play that and we'll say the note together. Then when we come to the first fret, you get the note F. Some people will call this E sharp, but it's very rare. But keep in mind that E sharp and F are the same note in this instance. So notice that between E and F is one fret. Okay, now the second fret, this is F sharp, and it's also G flat. F sharp and G flat are the same exact note. So you want to say both and really take your time with this. So we're just taking our time here. Then we come to fret 3. This is the G note. We come to fret 4. This is G sharp or A flat. They're the same exact note. This is A, the 5th fret. The 6th fret, this is A sharp or B flat. The 7th fret, this is B. 8th fret, this is C. So this is, sometimes they call it B sharp, but very rare. So this is C. So notice, for the most part, like before we got up to here, these other in-between notes, they had two names of like F sharp or G flat, and then it would go to G. So you have these rare instances where E to F and B to C don't have that kind of in-between sharp or flat, because E sharp and F are actually the same thing, and B sharp and C are the same thing. So it's this rare instance where you don't have that in-between note. Like, for example, F to F sharp then G, so it has that in-between note, but E to F and B to C do not have that in-between deal, so keep that in mind. Alrighty, so if you recall, this was C. This is C sharp or D flat. 10th fret is D. 11th fret is D sharp or E flat. And the 12th fret is E. And then it would start over again, F. And remember, E sharp and F are the same thing, no in-between note there, and it would keep going. Okay, so that's that. Same thing here. These all of these are the same notes as they were down here. So F, F, F sharp, G flat, F sharp, G flat, and so forth. So, all right. So now on the A string. So of course we would play open. We get A. We go to the first fret. We get A sharp or B flat. Then we get B. Now we come here. Remember, no in between note. B sharp and C are the same thing. So this is C. Next note, C sharp or D flat. This note is D. This note here is D sharp or E flat. This is E right here. Again, no in-between note. E sharp and F are the same thing, so this is simply F. F sharp slash G flat. This is G. This is G sharp slash A flat, and then finally A. So this is very similar to the piano. If you've ever played piano, the piano goes key to key, white to black, and all of that. It goes chromatic, just like we were doing just now. So these were called chromatic notes. That just meant we were going right in order of every possible note. So we weren't playing a scale or a key or anything like that. So take your time with that. Get really good at this, the E and the A string. Because as we go deeper into bar chords, this is going to help us name our bar chords, which is really, really important. So have fun with that, and God bless.